Hello everybody and welcome back to another visual pattern challenge. Here's our pattern today. It's an interesting one. We've got step 0 to start with instead of step 1, and looks like we're taking away fractional bits, so something a little different. So there's step 1, 2, 3. Your challenge is to predict the number of circles that remain in step 4. If you can do that, can you predict the number that remain in step 43? And can you write an equation that could be used to predict the number of circles in any step at all? So that's your challenge. If you'd like to accept it, pause the video and give it a shot. All right, so, what is going on here? It's a lot of dots. Let's see, how many dots do we have, first of all? This looks like 10 by 10, and they're all intact. All of the circles are intact here in step 0. So this is 100 to start with. I'm just going to jot that down. That's our starting point. And then what do we do in step 1? Looks like we've taken out a quarter here, and another quarter over here, and another quarter over here. So we subtracted 3/4. Okay. And then what happened here? It's a little hard to see because, let's see, here they took out another quarter, and then this is a new quarter, but that one was there before, and this one was there before, and there's one more quarter. So it looks like they subtracted another 3/4. So I'm just looking at what's the difference from step to step. So this first we had 100, then we subtracted 3/4, then we subtracted 3/4. Let's see if that happens here too. How many quarters do we have subtracted total here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, that's a minus another 3/4. Okay, so I think I see the pattern that's happening here. And instead of making a chart with numbers to analyze like we often do, I'm going to skip that step because we've already seen that this is going down by the same amount every step, and that means it is a linear pattern. We're subtracting 3/4 circles every step. So what that means is we start with 100 and we subtract 3/4 every step. So I'm going to multiply 3/4 by x. Why does this work? Well, in step 1, that'd be 3/4 minus x. So it's just 100 minus the 3/4. And that's what we have, just 3/4 missing. If we put a 2 in here, it would be 100 minus 3/4 times 2. That would be 6/4. How many quarters are missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can test this for step 3 if you'd like. For step 4, and I'm going to use this equation for step 4. So in step 4, we're going to have minus 3/4 times 4. And, well, 3/4 times 4, the 4's cancel. So that's just 100 minus 3, and that equals 97. So my prediction for how many circles in the next step are 97 circles. Okay. We've got our equation. It's right here. How do we get to step 43? Well, we just plug in 43 for x. Let me jot this equation down though. Y equals 100 minus 3/4 times x. And then plugging in a 43 here. Let's see, 100 minus 43, minus 3/4 times 43. Well, 3/4 times 43, let's see. So I've got my 100, and 43 times 3 is 129. So 129 fourths. That is the same as 100 minus, what is that, 32 1/4. And 100 minus 32 1/4 would be 67 3/4. Okay, so that is the number of circles in step 43, 67 3/4 circles. At some point, all the circles would be gone. Could you predict which step that would be? If you can do that, let me know. I'd like to hear. Thanks, everybody.